The attorney said he would plead not guilty.
Right.
To all of them? To everything. And RICO cases or racketeering cases are not that common, but racketeering convictions are very common in the federal government. Federal prosecutors generally don't lose these kinds of cases. And this was more disturbing to me. It's only 14 pages, but within the 14 pages, it describes mob-like behavior. These cases are generally brought against mobs. So they are describing a criminal enterprise that involved trafficking of underage people across state lines to have sex, and they dubbed them freak-offs. They raided his homes and found 1,000 vials of lubricant.
Yep.
It can be used as evidence of a freak-off. Because they also have, they were calling these orgies, basically, that he orchestrated as a criminal enterprise with underage girls and commercials, and some of age, and commercial sex workers traveled across state lines, which is criminal, illegally. And he had guns, he had AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, taped phone calls. And when you put all of that together, that's, a max of 20 years to life.
Indictment has now come down against Sean Diddy Combs. And there is absolutely no doubt prosecutors have thrown the book at him. Among other things, he has been charged with racketeering, kidnapping, and sex trafficking. This is all based on a grand jury indictment where prosecutors went to the grand jury over a period of months. Now, there is a long list here. He's charged with prostitution, coercion, enticing to engage in prostitution, narcotics offenses, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. The complaint, the indictment, mentions the now notorious freak-off parties, calling them, and this is the words from the indictment, elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. It talks about luring women, Combs luring women into his orbit under the pretense of a romantic relationship, and then using force, threats of force, and coercion to cause these victims to engage in extended sex acts with male commercial sex workers. There is more. After these freak-offs, the indictment says that Combs and the victims actually received IV fluids to recover from what they call physical exertion and drug use. As for the kidnapping allegations, unclear what they are. They just reference them, as do arson and several other crimes, but they say they were committed in California. Now, as for
properties associated with P. Diddy. This is all part of a federal investigation into human trafficking. They also say that this investigation has been ongoing now for several months. They add, our sources, that an arrest appears to be imminent at this time. What you are looking at right now is live video of one of these searches being conducted. Now, this is a search that is happening at Sean Diddy Combs' Los Angeles home. This is in the Beverly Hills area, so you can see a tremendous amount of law enforcement present there all around that home. So this search just began here. There's also, as we understand, another search being conducted on the other side of the country in Miami, because we are hearing from Homeland Security that there are investigations going on using the assistance of HSI Los Angeles and HSI Miami, along with local law enforcement partners. We do understand that they will provide us with updates as possible.
My sense was they were going there to arrest, to a search. And so they took everyone probably from the evidence response teams of the FBI and DHS to do this search.
He's facing multiple allegations of sex trafficking. So that is the crime in which they're investigating. That is what they're trying to seek more information.
Probable cause of coordination happening within law enforcement at the highest levels.
Absolutely.